Hello boys and girls, it's Miss Webb here. I hope you've had a lovely half-term break and have had lots of rest, lots of fun, lots of playing, lots of fresh air. And we've got a new theme for this week and I've got a new book for you. We're going to learn a little bit about animals and creatures that live under the sea, in the ocean. And this story's called Commotion in the Ocean. It's a rhyming book, lots of little poems in it about different sea creatures. So you might know lots about animals that live under the sea already, but we're going to learn a little bit more this week. So if you want to just sit back and read along with me, if you've got it at home, brilliant. If you don't, just enjoy the story. So there's some bubbles on the first page. Commotion in the ocean. There's a curious commotion at the bottom of the ocean. I think we ought to go and take a look. You'll find every sort of creature that lives beneath the sea swimming through the pages of this book. There are dolphins, whales and penguins. There are jellyfish and sharks. There's a turtle and the big white polar bear. But can you see behind the wrecks and in between the rocks? Let's see if we can find who's hiding there. That's like a little window, as if you were in a submarine or a boat looking for all the animals. Right, first one. Crab! The crab likes walking sideways, and I think the reason why is to make himself look sneaky and pretend that he's a spy. Turtles. We crawl up the beach from the water to bury our eggs on dry land. We lay a whole batch and then when they hatch, they scamper about in the sand. There are little baby sea turtles ready to go back in the ocean. Dolphins. The wonderful thing about dolphins is hearing them trying to speak. But it's not how do you do, like I'd say to you. It's more of a click, whistle, squeak. They do have a very funny language, dolphins. You'll have to listen to a little video of them. Ooh, I think you're going to like these ones. Shark. I swim with a grin up to greet you. See how my jaws open wide. Why don't you come a bit closer? Please take a good look inside. Look at those sharp teeth. Looks a bit scary. Swordfish. I love to chase after small fishies. It stops me from getting too bored. And then when I start feeling hungry, I skewer a few on my sword. Look at his big sword at the front there. Octopus. Having 8 arms can be useful. You may think it looks a bit funny, but it helps me to hold all my children and tickle each one on the tummy. Stingray. At the bottom of the ocean, the stingray flaps his wings, but don't you get too close to him. His tail really stings. Buzz, buzz. It's electrocuting these little fish. Lobster. Never shake hands with a lobster. It isn't a wise thing to do. With a clippity clap and a snippety snap, he would snip all your fingers in two. Ouch! Deep sea. This is really way down in the deep blue sea. Miles below the surface, where the water's dark and deep, live the most amazing creatures that you could ever meet. There are fish of all descriptions, of every shape and size. Some have giant pointy teeth and great big bulbous eyes. Some of them can walk around and balance on their fins, but the strangest fish of all have glowing whiskers on their chins. Oh, wow. Never seen some of those ones before. They look a bit spooky, especially this little piranha down here. Blue whale. There's no other beast on the planet as big as the giant blue whale. He measures a massive 100 feet long, from his head to the tip of his tail. Whoosh! We're just a bunch of barnacles and all we do is cling. We know it's not that glamorous, but it's our favourite thing. Can you see here on the front of the whale, there's some little barnacles here. I like to just take a ride on the whale as he swims along. Walruses. Our bodies are covered with blubber and our tusks are incredibly long. We're grumpy and proud and we bellow out loud to show that we're mighty and strong. We've got very long tusks, a bit like elephants. Penguins. We waddle about on our icebergs, which makes our feet slither and slide. And when we get close to the water, we leap with a splosh off the side. Polar bears. Deep out in the Arctic, the mummy polar bear snuggles up with all her children, and it's very cold out there. There we go. That was all of them. Back to this. What a lot of creatures we have seen beneath the sea. What a lot of funny things they do. Some of them might lick their lips and eat you in one bite, and some might want to swim around with you. The dolphin's very friendly and the lobster's very fierce, but the shark is the most dangerous by far. Can you name the other friends we've made along the way? See if you can tell me who they all are. Wow. So they are all the animals that we saw in this story, this little rhyming book. So let's just check I've not got any more pages. Oh, some bubbles again. Now, we're going to do lots of learning all about sea creatures. So I want you to have a think after listening to me read this story. I want you to have a think about what your favourite one was and why. And Monday's job is to just do loads of amazing sea creature drawing. So you might want to have a look on the internet for some real life photographs. These are illustrations and they do look like sharks and whales and octopuses. But you might want to find some real life ones to sort of copy and get some inspiration from. Okay? So we're going to have lots of fun doing lots of sea creature activities today. Okay? See you soon, boys and girls. Bye.